Welcome back. When so-called gender benders like Boy George and Marilyn appeared on the scene, it became obvious that sex roles are no longer as stereotyped and defined as they once were. For example, in Melbourne, there's a group of fathers who are breaking with tradition and staying at home to look after the kids, often while mum pursues a full-time career. And today, that dad's group is having their Christmas party. So let's cross live to them in Melbourne to see how the party is going on. And we have Bernie McDonald and Tim Hassett. Hi, fellas.
Hi, Kate. How are you?
I'm really well. How's the party?
Excellent. Really good. I don't know. I haven't been there yet.
Tell me about the Charlotte Street Community Centre. Is that right? Is that where the party is?
That's correct, yes. It's run by the Berry Street Child and Family Care Organisation. And it's a house set up specifically for playgroups and to give community support to people who need it.
And you're one of the playgroups?
Yes, that's right. They allowed us very generously to use their facilities.
How did your dad's group first start?
Well, a chap, Mark Pearce, put an advertisement in the Age asking of any fathers who looked after their children whether they'd be interested or not in forming a playgroup. And about 8 or 10 of us turned up, and varying in numbers over the last 2 years that it's been going, but it's remained around that number ever since.
Were you all working in pretty regular, steady jobs and you decided to throw that in?
Oh, it's been a varied number of sorts of occupations we've had. I was working in a full-time job as a sales coordinator, and my wife had a better job and with better career prospects, so we, between us, decided that it would be better for her to resume her career after Shannon was born.
Tell me, how about your friends and acquaintances, Bernie, as well? How have they accepted your decision?
Well, most of them have been fairly supportive. The women especially have been remarkably supportive. Don't say that, no. But the blokes I've come into contact with have, the most common reaction has been, gee, I wish I could do that. And I think more men should think about this as a feasible role for them to adopt.
What do you think you were really most unprepared for when you decided to take on the role?
Well, it's the same as any job, Kate, in that the hardest thing is organising yourself, and just the mere aspect of running a house is difficult to organise, and the other aspect I found difficult was, but I've managed to get on top of it, is gaining patience.
Yeah.
And but that was the most difficult aspect.
Yes, you need a lot of that, don't you?
That's right.
What advice would you give to other dads who might be toying with the idea, might be considering it?
Well, I don't think we should just restrict our comments to dads who would consider doing what I'm doing. I think that all fathers should be more involved in rearing of their children. Not all fathers can do what Tim and I have done, but I believe that all fathers should be. It's a very worthwhile and rewarding exercise to be involved in rearing of children. Do
you think you'll continue doing this for some time, or have you decided, okay, when my kids go to school, well, then I'll perhaps look at going back into the workforce, and getting a sort of a 9-to-5 or professional job as far as the workforce is concerned? Yes, I'll be returning to the workforce, and when Shannon's in, well, we might put him into family daycare, and then eventually he'll be going to kindergarten and then school ultimately. And so you will get another job? Yes, I'll return to the workforce. What about you, Tim?
Well, mine will be different, Kate. We're very fortunate. I think that's something I'd like to say. My wife's a doctor, so we're part of this elite of people who can afford to live on one income, and I admit that therefore we are different. But so I probably won't have to earn income, and that's a great, a very freeing thing for me. So I'm trying to put something back in, Kate, by working in the peace movement. I'm fairly involved now, and I intend to be more and more involved as time goes on. And also I want to be very involved in Claire's schooling. She's going to a community school. She's booked into one close to where we are in Carlton. And so we'll be working also in that area to try and look at stereotypes and help to raise her questioning some of these aspects that we've already raised here. So I guess I'll have plenty to do, Kate.
Great. Okay, look, thank you very much for coming on and taking time away from the Christmas party.
Pleasure, Kate.
Thanks, Kate.
It sounds like a great idea, actually. I wonder if I might have a chat tonight when I get home to see if I can change my family situation. Bernie McDonald and Tim Hassett, a couple of dads, along with a few others in Melbourne, who've decided to stay at home and be the home parents and not go out